Yo, what's up guys, and welcome back to another Showdown Live. This time we're going to be taking on the UU tier. I think this is like episode 3 or whatever of my, laddering series where I just basically ladder in whatever tier. This is separate from, OLT or a potential road to top 10 coming back. But in any case, my boy Sam passed me this UU team. I figured I'd hit up the UU tier just because OLT can be pretty frustrating. I was laddering up a bit, trying to get some games in between, but it's really frustrating to lose to the weirdest things like crits and quick attack Sylveon, Thunderwave, hair cutters, Aptoses, things like that. So I decided, I'd switch it up, bring it to UU for a bit. My opponent's team is pretty cool. He does have 2 spinners, unfortunately, and 2 potential stealth rockers, being Cobalion and Fortress. He also has Nidoking, which could be a stealth rocker, but I thought I'd change this actually to Shikaberry and Polion, but unfortunately this team is really weak to Pokemon that have ground and ice type coverage. So Pokemon like Mamoswine, Pokemon like Nidoking are all issues. But I'm gonna lead off with Empoleon because Mado? I'm gonna lead off with Empoleon because it can basically burn his team with Scald, and I can get up my rocks versus Fortress if he wants to lead off with that. But like I was saying, OLT can get a bit frustrating at times, especially because I'm actually trying to win. So I thought, let me try and let me have a little bit more fun as I play and just chill a bit and play some UU and record it for you guys. So he leads off with Blastoise as a lead off with Empoleon. It's a bit a scary situation for me because he can definitely just click Aura Sphere and Mega Evolve. I do have a Chopper Berry, but then he could just spin anyway. So I'm gonna go on to my Toxicroak as he ends up going for the Scald, and I think I just want to go right for the Drain Punch just to do a bit of damage to his Blastoise. Blastoise shouldn't be able to do too much to me. I know Dragon Pulse will probably be a 2-hit KO, but I'm not sure if it'll be a 2-hit KO after the recovery from the Drain Punch. So that's always something I want to think about. But in any case, I think Drain Punch is my best play, even if he does have a few resistances. I mean, I get off damage on Nidoking, putting in range of some of my priority moves like Extreme Speed as well as Sucker Punch, things like that. And I'll just do some damage to him, which is the important part, honestly. If he wants to stay in, that's completely fine. Blastoise is a really big threat to my team just because it's really bulky. Mega Aerodactyl can potentially do some work versus his team if I weaken a lot of it, though. I have to weaken Cobalion, Blastoise, Florius, and Fortress. So the reason I even said that it can do some work is just because it's faster than the majority of his team. So that does absolutely nothing, as he is going to go right for the Ice Beam and do a good amount more, definitely. I only need this Pokemon though for his Blastoise, so I'll gladly trade it. That way I can click Sacred Fire, as he actually ends up going for the Dark Pulse, maybe trying to expect me to switch on to maybe anything that can resist the Ice Beam, but also trying to do some damage, and that's definitely going to not work out for him, as I can just click Drain Punch again, as Nidoking is going to come out. And again, getting any damage on Nidoking is nice because Nidoking was a threat to my priority users. Kind of want to say Toxicroak, but at the same time, like, what is my switching? So I'm actually going to go for Sucker Punch just to do a bit more damage to him. I'll put him in range of Extreme Speed easily as he goes right for the Ice Beam and is able to knock me out. Now, I can go right out into my... okay, he leaves. So we're going to look for another game. Might as well look for another game just because I want to keep progressing. I don't want to wait. And in any case, let me go over the team before we progress, as we're actually looking for, a game. But it's Sub Hookah. Hookah. No. That messes up your lips. Don't do that crap, okay? Oh, God. Ew. It's your own personal choice if you do that, though. We have Life Orb Honchkrow with Roost. We have Banded Entei. A few Pokemon I haven't used, like Banded Entei plus Life Orb, Honchkrow. My opponent's team is really cool. He looks very weak to a Sub Hoopa as well as a Honchkrow. So I actually want to lead off with my Empoleon though, because I can get up rocks versus anything. His way of Oko-ing me would be like a Life Orb Rampardos, which could definitely be a threat, as well as Close Combat from Lucario, which I do have a Chopper Berry for, so I can take that and I can get up my rocks. He doesn't have a Defogger on his team. As far as I know, Hydreigon does not get Defog. Could be wrong though. I mean, it's flying, so I guess it could fly through the fog. I'm not entirely sure, but I expect him to lead off with Typhlosion just because, or even Hydreigon. Maybe one of them will be Choice Scarf, one of them will spam Eruption, or do something like that. But in any case, Hoopa can sub up versus Vaporeon, or even on potential switch-ins to Hydreigon, and then click Focus Blast, hopefully, connect, and be able to knock that out. In any case, though, I think just Empoleon is the best lead. I want to get up rocks as quickly as possible. I don't want a team like this to have potential Focus Sashers. Like, I could see Rampardos being Focus Sash Rock Polish. I could see this being like Swords Dance Focus Sash, especially because he doesn't have any, I don't know. I don't know what my opponent's skill level is at the moment, but he seems to be taking, or she, Razor Girl 69, excuse me. This definitely proves that this person is a girl just by their name and their avatar, just like PokeaimMD is a girl, and just like Blender's a girl. Well, Blender's just a girl in general. But in any case, I think I'll pause it until my opponent makes a move. We'll be right back. Okay, so my opponent's lead of choice was unfortunately Rampardos. Now, I don't have a switch-in for this monster, so I'm going to attempt to go for Stealth Rock as he gets up his own. Maybe he's in the Endeavor lead set. I don't know. As long as he's not Life Orb, he shouldn't be able to OHKO my Empoleon, so I can just click the Scald right here and get rid of Rampardos. I don't really mind what happens. I guess he can go also onto Vaporeon, but I do have Toxicroak, which is a relatively safe as well as a free switch, I would say, to Empoleon, to Rampardos, or Vaporeon. To Vaporeon. So what I want to do is just change it up and go for Ice Beam right here. I'll gladly sack my Empoleon. That way I can bring in something like Aerodactyl to get off the Mega Evolution, which ensures that I outspeed his entire team. I mean, I already did regardless, but if he could have a random Scarf Snorlax, and I'm pretty sure regular Aerodactyl would be able to outspeed Scarf Snorlax anyway. But I'll be able to Mega Evolve and Revenge kill him with the Aerial Ace. I don't have to worry about any potential Cut-Stab Barrier or anything like that. Whatever he switches into, he doesn't have a Flying Resist on his team. Everything on his team, it hits neutrally, so Aerial Ace is definitely my best play, my most accurate play. And I don't have to worry about any Endeavor or something, which I'm pretty sure he has. I've actually ran a Stealth Rock Endeavor, a Rampardos set, also a Head Smash. I think Rampardos is one of the coolest Pokemon because it's so strong, but it's just so frail. It's a glass cannon. It's a literal glass cannon. And it's also really slow. As you can see, it has 236 speed. I actually ran like a Scarf one once in OU. But then Tyrantrum came out, and everything changed when the Fire Nation attacked. But I'm going to pause it one more time until my opponent decides to pick a move, and we'll be right back. His choice was going out into his Hydreigon. I don't know if this thing is Choice Scarf or not, but I'll gladly risk it just to get off the next Aerial Ace. Draco might not actually be able to kill me from 74%, but he pulls a double into his Lucario. I'm not sure what he was expecting right there. I have no idea at all, but I'm able to 2KO that thing with the Aerial Ace. Something's been up with the ladder recently as he brings out Rampardos, because it doesn't matter what part you are on the ladder. It seems to be giving you games from any like part of the ladder, and by that I mean that even if you're high up on the ladder, it'll give you people who've played their first game or their second game or anything like that. And I think I'm just gonna SD up and win right here. Hydreigon's already in range of +2 Sucker Punch after Stealth Rock damage, and I guess he could be Roost on his Hydreigon, which is something that I'm not gonna risk. I'm gonna go right for Sucker Punch because it can knock him out, and then Toxicroak just wins the game. But if he does have Roost, that's fine. Then I'll switch out, maybe sack Koopa or something like that. But he ends up attacking me right there, so I'm able to knock him out with the +2 Sucker Punch. But like I was saying, I was recording Heat Fajita with Blunder and a bunch of people yesterday, and I don't know why he went back out into Vaporeon, but I'm gonna quick Conk Shot and knock him out. But I was recording, and we were pretty high on the ladder. We were around 1700, but we were getting people who just played their first game. So the ladder has definitely been weird these past few days, but Toxicroak is able to get a mini sweep right here. I like that. Toxicroak is a champ. It's also one of the coolest Pokemon, I think. But I will be able to knock this thing out with the Drain Punch easily at +2, and that should be game. So we're gonna get the W from this game, and we'll keep going with this live. All right, let's keep looking. But yeah, like I was saying, the ladder is something that's been going on with it. I don't know what's up with the programming. I don't know if Zarel's doing something. But if you guys didn't know, Zarel was the person who made Pokemon Showdown and does a lot of the programming. He also has a lot of people that help him as well. But I don't know. I've just been getting people from all around the ladder, not just from top ladder. But we got another game, and I really like my opponent's team. Some sort of balance with maybe a potential Focus Sash Azelf lead. I'm not sure. This is the type of team that sub Hoopa just has a field day versus. It beats a lot of his team. I really want to lead off with Aerodactyl, expecting to lead off with not this, definitely not this, so I'm actually going to switch out into my Empoleon. I expected him to lead off with his Azelf, because it looks like it could have been Focus Sash Azelf on his team, but then again, he does have 2 potential Stealth Rockers. Hello. What did I just say? Geki? Hello. I'm going to go for my rocks right here. Aggron already Mega Evolved, and after that, I could take an Earthquake. I know you, stalker. And 2, I can definitely take this Super Powered because of my Chapel Berry. And I'm going to tell him I don't know him, but that's not nice. But I'm going to go right for Scald. Climbing to rank 1? Nope. But just playing. Chilling. But in any case, I'm going to go for Scald right here. I don't care that he has Roserade. I don't care that he has Vaporeon. I have an immediate switch into Roserade as well as Empoleon, as he is going to get himself at the -2 right there. And what do I kill this thing with? I mean, even if he has -2, he's still an Aggron. I don't know if he'll switch. Pretty sure Hoopa can beat him even with Filter. Then again, Scald did not do that much. Actually, Scald did a decent amount considering anything. So I'm going to go right for Focus Blast right here. Let's see how much that does. I think it should be able to knock him out considering Scald did 33%. It's Stab, yeah, Scald is Stab. But Aggron is also pretty bulky. So Vaporeon ends up coming out. It looks to be specially defensive, but I do have Side Shock. I'm actually going to go for Sub just to scout what this Vaporeon wants to do to me as he goes for the Toxic. Not sure why people click Toxic when I do have Toxicroak, but I guess he does have a Donphan to switch into, so it makes a little bit of sense there. Let's see how much these... Oh my god, that is a Psy Shock. That is, guys, that's a Psy Shock, as that does 52%, so I'll definitely be able to... This is the same base power, because 120 and this is 120 after stab, so I would not be able to knock him out with the Shadow Ball. I gotta go for the next Side Shock as Vaporeon is gonna go down, so that opens up a door for my Aerodactyl almost. I need to weaken his Donphan, and I need to... I don't even know your Pokemon. Pokemon Pen. I need to weaken his Donphan, and I also need to get rid of Aggron before my Aerodactyl can just clean up the game. But he goes out to this thing, the 1 counter to my entire team. I'm gonna go out to Honchkrow, hoping that I can Pursuit Trap him as he goes for the Shadow Ball. And what I can do right here is just attempt to go for Pursuit, as it actually ends up working out for me because he ends up switching out. So I am going to get that Moxie Boost. Channeler is gone. Again, opening up another door for Hoopa, and this can just get some kills right here. Aggron's going to come out, and I think what I'll do is just go for Sucker Punch just to get off as much damage as possible on him. Like I said, I want my Aerodactyl to be able to win. So now what I can do is just go right out to Hoopa. Shadow Ball will easily be able to knock him out from there. Shadow Ball also hits Azelf. It hits Donphan for a lot of damage. Hoopa's still a spin blocker, and then also Hoopa still beats Roserade, which is why I went that over the potential Aerodactyl, because I would have to hit Aqua Tail with Aerodactyl, and even though he's at 19%, I'm not sure if it will kill. Nah, I definitely would have killed looking at the Sucker Punch damage. But then again, that is +1 Life Orb Sucker Punch, and that is Stab. So he goes out into his Azelf. He could definitely be Knockoff. I want to go out into my Toxicroak. I'm saving my Hoopa because it still spin blocks. He actually went for U-turn. Maybe he thought I was like the Hoopa Unbound set, but it still spin blocks per se, and it also beats Roserade, as well as it stops him from spamming certain attacks. So I'll just Drain Punch this Donphan as he's gonna go for his rocks. And once I get an Entei, I can just basically click Sacred Fire, or I can just go right for the Drain Punch again. I don't care if he Rapid Spins away the rocks at this point. Is this going to be on YouTube? Yes, it will be. And yes. This is kind of why I ignore spectators, because I do get easily distracted. And in any case, I'm actually going to start ignoring him right now, just because he is definitely distracting me right there. But in any case, I should be able to win by just clicking Extreme Speed. I'm going to click Shadow Ball one more time, as Ice Shard is not able to knock me out. So Donphan goes down, and again, I can also just click Bandit Extreme Speed just to win the game. If Roserade wants to come out, that will go down. No offense to this guy, I'm not trying. I mean, it's in my right to ignore him, but it was just like casual conversation that I didn't feel like having. But I'll be able to go out to my Aerodactyl right now, and again, I'm just trying to record, so you know, I don't have to justify myself. I can do what I want. But I know that there'd be those people that, oh, that's kind of rude, Joey. But yeah, I also am trying to record for you guys. So he's actually Scarf Azelf, but Aerodactyl will be able to knock him out with the Aerial Ace, and Roserade will definitely go down. And unless it's Scarf Roserade with Sludge Bomb criticals from Gen 4 and 5, it won't be able to beat me, but that's going to be a good game. And I'm going to look for another game right now, as I like the team. I definitely like the team. I really like Hoopa versus those slower teams, kind of similar to Hoopa Unbound in OU, how it does a lot better versus those slower teams, but then again versus those faster teams, it's kind of just useless, simply because of its lack of defense. But we got another game, and his team is pretty cool. What do I win with? Aerodactyl can have some fun late game. Toxico can body him as well. And even Honchkrow, he doesn't have any Dark Resist on his team. So I'm going to lead off with Empoleon, because I can get up my rocks. He actually ends up leading off with his Donphan. And I should be faster, so I'm just going to go for Scald. Get that potential burn chance, do some damage. I didn't have an alternative play, though. That's unfortunate for me, but I really didn't have an alternative play for his Donphan. Anyway, what did I switch out into? This to do Brave Bird and do negligible. Oh my god, that did so much damage. But if he goes for Head Smash or something or Knockoff, that'll do damage to me as well. And I really want to go for Sucker Punch, but at the same time, I want to prevent rocks, so I don't care if he has Ice Shard. I want to prevent rocks as much as I can. So I'm down like 2 Pokemon, but I can now go out into my Hoopa and click Shadow Ball. Shadow Ball will be able to knock him out. I'll 100% be able to outspeed him. And so we almost prevented rocks. I'm not sure if he actually is, I'm not sure what variant he is, but he goes out to Goodra. I'm a sub, take a Draco, as he goes for the Fire Blast, and unfortunately misses. That if he didn't want to miss, he could have used Ember. And I'm going to go right for the Side Shock. It should be an easy 2 KO on his Goodra, as he goes for Sludge Bomb, which he doesn't know is resisted. And basically, I'm able to get a kill right there, and I end up with a sub. So, yes, if Crobat has Infiltrator, it can hit me with Brave Bird, but it won't be able to knock me out. Not from this part, anyway. So I'll go for Side Shock. Brave Bird should not be able to knock me out if he does have Infiltrator, as he goes for the Toxic. Okay, so he sacks his Crobat to go for the Toxic, as obviously it goes through my sub. If you guys didn't know, Infiltrator means it breaks through sub. And Brave Bird is going to knock out the Crobat, but I am still behind a sub, which means that I get to fire off another attack, and even if Beedrill comes out and goes for Protect, I'll be able to beat it. So Mesprit is going to come out. I'm just going to fire off a Shadow Ball. As I'm actually faster, I do a hell of a lot, as he is going to be able to get off that Light Screen, and I'll just follow it up with another Shadow Ball to pick him off. Burn those turns of Light Screen. I'm not sure what that actually does for him, but I think that Toxicroak just wins. But I'm going to go out to Aerodactyl just in case he goes out to Beedrill, as my Loaded comes out. And I have to go right into my out to my Toxicroak right here, as he goes for Scald. And what I can do is just fire off another one of those Flame Orb variants. What? Why? I keep seeing these. They run Dragon Tail too, so I'm going to go Gunk Shot just to get off a bit of damage on him, as he goes right for that Dragon Tail. And these things are annoying, but I'm not going to risk my Aerodactyl being burnt by a potential Scald. I don't care if he goes for the Recover as he does, and I'll just fire off another Gunk Shot. Am I going to lose 1v1 to this if I start missing and stuff like that? But in any case, he brings me out into Entei. I definitely cannot knock him out with the Extreme Speed, but again, Toxicroak is my best play. And I'll just start firing off some Drain Punches. I want to recover a bit of health. I mean, the Light Screen doesn't matter at all, but I just want to recover. I need to get him to a point where he doesn't go for the Recover on his own, and I have Toxicroak out. Because otherwise, this thing is just annoying. I want to go for the Stone Edge crit, honestly. That does absolutely nothing, as he actually ends up going for the Scald. He gets a crit on me, but he's going to go down to Burn, and I'll be able to go right out into my Aerodactyl and just Mega Evolve. Even if he goes for Protect, I'll still be able to outspeed him after I Mega Evolve, and I will be able to click Aerial Ace, and that is going to knock him out, so that would be a good game. So we're able to come back from that, even though we lost like 2 Pokemon versus his Donphan lead early on in the game. But we're going to look for another game, and like I was saying, I really like Hoopa versus those slower teams, versus those bulkier teams, because it's easy to get up a sub. This team was given to me by my boy Sam, by the way. Just drink some water. The water is so refreshing. If you're a commentator, drink water. I mean, if you're anybody, drink water. But we got another game, and Gator is an issue. But I guess Toxicroak checks it. I want to lead off on Empoleon because he doesn't have a good way of beating it. I can Scald his Rhyperior, do a lot of damage. I kind of wanted to make my Empoleon Sugar Berry. I think I touched upon that a little bit. But I'm going to go for Scald right here. As if he doesn't have Earthquake, he can't break my my team anyway. And I do have Banded Extreme Speed in the back to deal with him. So, does have Earthquake though. Oh man, that's scary. Yeah, so I'll go into because he has Earthquake. Excuse me. I don't think he has. Unfortunately, I have to sack this. But because he has Earthquake, I don't think he has Aqua Tail. Well, yeah, I don't think he has Aqua Tail anyway. I don't even know if Gator gets Aqua Tail. I don't think he has Aqua Jet. So I'm going to go for Sucker Punch to put him in range of Banded Extreme Speed from my Entei. At the same time, I am losing Pokemon that can switch into freaking Rhyperior. So I'm going to go out into my Entei right here. And the good thing is that Gator can no longer come in on anything. So I'm able to pick him off with the Extreme Speed. And this is why I said ground coverage is so good versus this team. Ground Ice coverage. As Rhyperior is going to come out, and I have to go directly into Aerodactyl, honestly. I have no other choice. As he goes for Rock Polish, that's not going to make you faster than anybody. So I'll just Mega Evolve and go right for Aqua Tail. Because he's offensive, this might actually be able to pick him off, which thankfully it does. So I did trade 2 Pokemon for that Gator, but he essentially lost the 2 Pokemon there I feel were the biggest threats to my team, and I still have my Mega Aerodactyl. Unfortunately, Umbreon is still alive, but Goodra is going to come out. And I'm going to go directly into my Hoopa because I can take a Draco and I can click Psyshock as he ends up going for the Toxic. Here's the Toxic Infestation set. Don't be the Toxic Infestation set. But I'm actually going to go for Focus Blast just in case he decides to bring out his Umbreon. As he does not. He decides to go for Rain Dance. Oh man, he's a Toxic Rest Infestation set. What the? No, you don't even beat my Toxicroak. I'm going directly into this monster. Okay, never mind. He beats me, guys. He can beat me. He can definitely beat me. That was a... Actually, no, this is fine. I'll go for SD right here because I can live the next Dragon Pulse unless he has like Earthquake or something. And then I can recover it all back. I even get the... my Toxicroak is ashy, so I even get all that recovery back. And I'm able to get up to +2, which means that I can knock out Slowking. I don't think Houndoom can knock me out at that range anyway because the rain is up. So I think I just won right there, which he actually realizes, so he is going to forfeit as well. And we're going to look for another game. We're doing pretty good for time, I believe. We're only about 20-something minutes. It's not even bad, so we'll look for another game. I think Toxicroak is definitely an MVP on this team. It keeps putting in work, and what I really like about this team is also its priority. But I'm just gonna pause it until we find a battle. We'll be right back. So we got another game, and my opponent's team again is very, very scary. I want to lead off an Empoleon because it could potentially get up rocks, even though he leads off with the Espeon. Even if he's dual screens, they like to be Scarf for some reason. I guess it outspeeds Beedrill and kills them. Even if he is Scarf or anything like that, like he can't beat me. So I can just go right for Scald, and even if he wants to get up the screens, I do have Defog to get rid of the screens, so I'm going to go for it right now. Even if he wants to set up the next screen, I really do not mind at all, as yes, Defog is going to bounce back at me, and oh no, it's his own Defog that gets rid of screen. I'm so dumb. I'm so dumb. It gets rid of your own screens. Alright, so I got to Hoopa. Hopefully he doesn't have Yawn as he goes for Wish. Man, why did I make a very inexperienced play like that? I was about to say a new play, but that was a terrible play on my part. I felt like Shofu. But in any case, I actually just want to go for Sub one more time. He should be faster than me if he's running Jolly, which he should be running. And Sub one more time. I just made a jab at Shofu for no reason. Kind of like my Nuzlocke. But in any case, I should be able to go right for the Focus. He has dual Magic Bounce. That's really cool. Should be able to go right for Focus Blast. Hopefully I do connect while also stalling out his turns of... ow, I just almost fell off my chair. Also stalling out his turns of screens. As I do not connect, unfortunately. I guess if I didn't want to miss, I wish I would have hit. But I'm actually going to go out into my Toxicroak just in case he doesn't have the Play Rough as he goes for another knockoff. And hopefully I'm able to knock him out with this Drain. I mean, I won't be able to knock him out, But if he doesn't have Play Rough or anything, he can't take me out anyway. And if like by that I mean if he has Superpower, he won't be able to take me out. And all I need to do is get off enough damage to the point where I can knock him out with Extreme Speed from my Entei. And I also knock out Espeon after Reflect goes down with Extreme Speed from my Entei. He could definitely go out into his Espeon now if he wanted to. But he does have the Play Rough, unfortunately. Which means that I'm going to go right out into my Entei. And I'm probably going to lose my, my band right here. But Sacred Fire plus Extreme Speed knocks him out anyway, assuming he does go for knockoff. And I also have that chance to burn, which means that I really wish I hit that Focus Blast. That's what it means. Because I would have just sacked Hoopa right there. And the reason I kept Hoopa was just in case his Porygon doesn't have like Dark Pulse or anything. It's just, it also gets up a sub versus Espeon, so those are like the only reasons why I kept Hoopa right there. Probably should have explained myself. But in any case, he does go for Sucker Punch, as I am able to get off the Sacred Fire, and I get the burn. Really nice for me, as thank you. Really nice for me, and he could definitely just go for knockoff right here, which he is going to go for. So I'm okay with that because it means that I lose my ban, yes, but I can just go for Extreme Speed as well. Unfortunately, I feel like I'm just going to lose to his Onslaught of Priority as well, as he goes out into his Espeon, and I don't think Extreme Speed will knock him out. It barely misses on the KO, as he is able to get up only a Reflect, but a Reflect is only what he needs. However, I do have the Sacred Fire, which is a 50% chance to burn. So if he goes out to Gator and has a Life Orb, I can potentially burn him and save myself. Porygon is going to come out. One counter to my entire team. I have to go for the Sacred Fire right here, as he's going to go for Dark Pulse. So he does reveal he has the Dark Pulse, unfortunately. Enough, as I'm just going to go on to my Empoleon, and I shall get up my Rocks. Rocks are just helpful for Sucker Punch potential sweeping after all the screens go down. I can live any one hit from Porygon anyway, and he could potentially switch out. And again, I'll just click Scald, trying to do damage to him. If he goes down to Haxorus, I will click Ice Beam, hopefully putting him in range of Sucker Punch and things like that from Sucker Punch from my Honchkrow. But he's going for Dark Pulse flinches. I was able to get up Rocks, which is nice, because I believe that ensures that plus Ice Beam means that I knock him out after with my what was I trying to say? I believe I knocked him out with Ice Beam plus Sucker Punch 100%. But I'm actually going to sack Hoopa right here, as it's already confirmed he has Dark Pulse, and I'm pretty sure he's banded Entei. If he is not, either way, going out to Honchkrow is my best play right now, and trying to go for the Sucker Punch. He could save Entei definitely, just to let it go down to the Rocks upon switch. But I'm able to get my Moxie boost, as I don't know. It's going to be tough. I think I have to get a Scald Burn on Gator or even Haxorus in order to win. Yeah, potentially. I think I need some type of Scald Burn. If Haxorus comes out, if he goes for DD, I lose. Maybe, actually. I'll probably go for Sucker Punch versus that. But I do get my +1 Sucker Punch, so hopefully I have the potential of winning right here. We'll actually see if I'm able to. But if he goes Porygon, I'm definitely just clicking Sucker Punch. Or actually, I think I'll switch out into my Empoleon. And again, I need to waste these extra turns of Reflect. It depends what move he makes right here. If he goes Gator, I can go directly into Empoleon. Or I can click Brave Bird and probably knock him out even through the Reflect. He goes Porygon. So I don't think I can knock him out. So I'm actually going to save my Honchkrow just for that priority. As well as the fact that the Reflect will be wearing off soon. He could definitely have Thunderbolt. I don't think he does though. But I'm going on to Empoleon as he goes for the Trick. And he is going to give me the Choice Scarf. And what I can do right here is just spam Ice Beam, I think. No, if I spam Ice Beam, then he goes Gate. I have to spam Scald. As even if he goes Haxorus, it doesn't matter. I have to spam Scald right here. And do as much as possible. That actually does a lot. And I get the burn on Haxorus, which is huge. Huge. As I can now go out to my Aerodactyl, live any hit, Mega Evolve, and go right for the... Fortunately, it gets a crit, but I mean, I just got the burn, so I can't really say much. Mega Evolve and go right for the Aerial Ace. And then if Gator comes back in, the fact that his The fact that his Porygon is no longer as a Choice Scarf is great because I can just click Sucker Punch versus that thing. That thing definitely goes down after the next turn of Stealth Rock when it comes in, and then Porygon can potentially beat it anyway, especially because I'm at 80%. So if Gator comes out, I'm going for Aerial Ace. If Porygon comes out, I Stone Edge is my best play, I believe. So I barely miss out on the KO as he is going to go for Tri Attack. Does not knock me out, and I'll be able to knock him out with the Aerial Ace. He can't even switch out because the Stealth Rock are up, and this thing is a threat, man. All this priority is crazy for me to face. But if Gator comes out and he has Aqua Jet, then it means he does not have Earthquake. So what that means is I can go for Aerial Ace right here. We'll see if he's Dragon Dance or SD. I can go for Aerial Ace, as he's going to go right for the Waterfall. And I think my best bet is just going right out to Empoleon. Because Scald 2 KOs it at 38%. Because he went right for Waterfall, I don't think he has Aqua Jet, so that's good to know. That means that my Honchkrow can potentially beat him. And if he chooses the Dragon Dance right here, then I still live a crunch. If he has Earthquake, then obviously he'll take me out. But because he went right for Waterfall over Aqua Jet, not trying to take any unnecessary damage, I would have went right for the... Yeah, he definitely does not have Aqua Jet then. So, able to go for Scald. Like I said, if he doesn't have Earthquake, he won't be able to knock me out. He should have Earthquake though, because then again, he's not too weak to... Actually, yeah, he's kind of weak to Toxicroak, so he should have Earthquake. But if he does not, I can live a +1 crunch, I am pretty sure, at 81%, and I can knock him out with the next Scald, and that will be game. Of course, if he does, however, have the Earthquake, then I'm probably going to click Sucker Punch 8 times and run out of it like Blunder. The only person I've ever seen who's gotten stalled out of 4,000 Sucker Punches. I've never ever seen anyone get stalled out of Sucker Punches. He can't flinch me with Waterfall due to sheer force, so if he even thinks about clicking Waterfall, he just auto forfeits. But yeah, the Crunch isn't able to knock me out, as I am able to knock him out with the next Scald. He even put me in Torrent, so even if it was a roll, that's going to be a good game. So definitely a good game to finish it off. Some scary turns. I love how the priority, though, is what saves you in the end with this team, so I definitely like it. Guys, I hope you all enjoyed. Feel free to, of course, leave a like if you enjoyed. Subscribe if you want. Stay tuned for another upload today, being, I believe my Emerald Randomizer Nuzlocke is scheduled for sometime today. And, yeah, I'll see you guys later, so goodbye.